So when did I become interested in Shakespeare? When did I become receptive to his work? I would say that it was when I was struggling to write songs as a 15 or 16-year-old, strumming my guitar and trying to come up with lyrics that I could sing. How do I make a song when I'm an illiterate product of the American public school system? You know,
Yeah.
I can barely write my name, and I'm supposed to like compose lyrics to songs that I want to sing. So, in addition to studying the Beatles and the Stones and Bob Dylan and so on, I began to look for other sources of inspiration. And in particular, there was a Sting album in the mid '80s called "Nothing Like the Sun," which is an allusion to Shakespeare's sonnet 130, the sonnet immediately after the one we're going to look at today.
Hmm.
And I remember in the liner notes he quoted the poem, and he talked about how it inspired a particular song on the album and the whole concept of the album. And I thought, wow, okay, so maybe I should look more closely at this Shakespeare. And he wrote not just plays, which are also poetry, but he wrote, lyric poetry, not dramatic poetry. Maybe I should look into this. Song lyrics are kind of like poetry, so maybe I should explore it for myself. So I went to the local bookstore, which at the time was B. Dalton. This is in the days before Barnes and Noble, and I found a beautiful hardcover edition of the sonnets. Uh, I think it was called Sonnets of Love, which is I guess it's not completely inaccurate, but it's there's a little bit more to the sonnets than just the topic of love. But okay, Sonnets of Love by William Shakespeare, and then I began to methodically read all of them, from number 1 to 100, whatever. I forget how many there are.
Was this your first experience
But
with poetry?
pretty much. I mean, before that, it was just like song lyrics that I had tried to study and understand, or even paid attention to. To hear more of this and other episodes of Texting, go to markwillwrite.substack.com.